Hey everyone, thanks again for joining me for another episode of the Liverpool Connection Podcast. This is PubChat, where we do some reviews of the game and look forward to our next game against Man City. As a disclaimer, obviously this content is not made for kids, for adults, just in case I use any curse words during the show, especially after yesterday drawing with Villa 2-2 over there at Villa Park. And there were some curse words thrown around at the pub yesterday, especially when Nunez missed his chance. So just sifting through all the vitriol on social media, and you have to take everything in context, right? We're still 8 points. Um, with Arsenal has a game in hand, but we still have an 8 point lead, and so not all loss. Some people will look at it as a 2 point loss, or others will look at it as a 1 point gain. So that's footy, right? Everybody has their own perspective. But what I was looking for in this game was just seeing what kind of how they start the game. Obviously, after the Wolves that second half where we had no shots and we were kind of uh, looking at seeing what kind of response that the team would had. I thought we really started the game very well against Aston Villa, and then uh, you know they're not an easy side. They're obviously in the top 10 in the Premier League. They've advanced into the next round of the Champions League by finishing, in the top 8. They haven't lost at home since October. So it was never going to be a walk in the park. And I know a lot of us, and me included, probably thought we were going to get the victory yesterday. But, um, Unai Emery sets his team up, especially at home, to get results. And that's what they did. But if you look at the data, we totally outplayed them. I think we're like 2.47 xG to their zero point 0.6. So it's not like that we didn't have the chances to win that game, and just giving up that goal at the end of the first half on that set piece, um, that really kind of it just irritates me, as a player, but also I'm sure as fans, not not to be able to see the half out and allowing that goal to go in right at the end of the half. That kind of really shifts the mindset and momentum going into that second half. But overall, I thought everybody played pretty well. We did look kind of legged. Gravenberch, I think he looked kind of legged again, and I'm not certain why Slot hesitates to put Endo in these games to give Gravenberch a break. It's just interesting to me that he's not trusted in those games, and Villa really in the second half didn't have a lot of things moving forward till the very end. Obviously, they hit the post at the very end, which would have really sucked. But I think that's going to be something to watch for moving forward. Is just managing Gravenberch's time, because he did look a little lethargic, and sometimes they went through that middle a little easier than what we and Slot would hope for. Slot was happy about the performance, and overall, just didn't score the goals when we needed to. Jota had some chances in the first half to put the game away. Salah had a pretty decent chance on a header, but all the talk will be about Nunez's miss at the end of the game, and rightfully so. But for those that are saying, he should never play the rest of the season, or he's the worst Liverpool signing ever, come on now. Let's get back into reality. He's going to play. He's going to contribute. We need everybody. Yes, he missed the goal, but I kind of thought Soboslai should have shot it in instead of trying to pass it across. Um, but Nunez is going to be a factor, and for us to continue just to say he should never play again for Liverpool. We got trophies to win this season, and he's going to be a major part of whatever we accomplish. So hopefully you guys will settle down about that kind of rhetoric. Whether he goes in the summer, let's concentrate about that in the summer, and then that'll be up to Slot to make those decisions. But until then, he's going to get playing time and contribute to what we're trying to achieve for the rest of the season. It was kind of weird the lineup too. Diaz not coming in till the very end of the game. Jones playing in the front three. It kind of looked like sometimes I thought Jones played rather well, but his FOTMOB rating wasn't that high. But I thought he used the ball well in the midfield, and he created opportunities driving the ball forward. So it's just one of those games, right? It's like don't we couldn't get the shots, or making some decisions that were kind of slow in the final third, where we had an opportunity to take the initiative. Um, Good on Trent to get his goal. I know people are mad that he came off as well, but I think with Jota and Trent, I think Slot said those were planned substitutions. They're both coming back from injury, and now with Bradley coming in and then looking like did a hammy at the end there. Trent is going to have to play a lot more minutes, and then we'll have to try to see who's going to be the backup on that right hand side with Gomez out as well. So that's going to be something that the Slot's going to have to manage, and we have to be concerned about moving forward. Where's the coverage going to be on that right hand side? Um, but overall, the point, it's another game ticked off the schedule, so we're going to. These are going to be the type of games, as Van Dyke said. It's um, just prepare yourself for the emotional journey, right? So we're on 61 points. Arsenal's on 53, so the 8 point lead still. They have a game in hand. Um, you know, they have 7 of their 13 games at home. We have 7 of our 12 games at home, plus the one against Arsenal at home. So I'd like to wrap it up before that Arsenal game, but that game against Arsenal may be where we win the league. So that wouldn't be a bad way to win the league at home versus Arsenal. But guys, it's we move on. It's another game closer to the end of the season, where hopefully we'll be lifting up number 20 this weekend. Obviously, we have City. We're going to City. Who knows what team we're going to face then? I mean, that's a team that lost to Arsenal 5-1 a couple weeks ago. Then they beat Newcastle 4-0. Sandwiched around 2 defeats to Real Madrid, and yesterday they really capitulated against Real Madrid, and it's um, so you don't know what uh, team you're going to face with City. I think they're at home. They're going to want to play proper football, and I think that will bode well for us. Not a team that's going to play bunker defense against us. So I think we'll have a full run at their back line that's been leaking goals. So um, keep your head up, guys. It's positive. We still are in first place. I know it seems like I do a pep talk with you guys every every episode, but um, a lot to play for still. Obviously we still have the Carabao Cup coming up against Newcastle too here in a couple weeks. But all to play for still. We're in the driver's seat. Rather it be us winning by 8 points than being behind and with a game in hand. So we're still in the driver's seat. We have some good fixtures coming up. So until then, we'll see you guys after the match on Sunday, and we'll review the City game. Cheers.